We need to kind of close it up and be in our own space before we actually start allowing other energies to come in. Don't force yourself, listen to yourself.
Especially if I'm going to places where there'll be lots of people that I don't know. I always close my eyes and imagine that I'm zipped in gold. I feel like glowing, but also like protected. Make yourself stronger that nothing can trigger you.
I think triggers, it depends of what we...
Well, I've been triggered all week, haven't I?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Rashma, why have you been triggered all week? What happened to you? Who triggered you? Well, why did you allow yourself to get triggered?
Because I didn't stay in my own lane. I invited people's energy in, which when I was like in the excitement rush energy this week, I was a bit too energetic. I could feel it. I was like, I want everything to happen fast and now. And then when one person triggered me, that led me to feel a bit fired up.
Yeah.
And then I noticed my communication with someone else was a bit too direct. I would love being direct, but maybe it was too direct. And then maybe I felt that I potentially might have triggered them, and then it was like spiral. So then I felt bad, and I released. No, stay with your boundaries, but also watch what happens when one thing that triggers you get reactive, then you behave in a certain way, and then it affects someone else, and then it's like a domino effect. What you do, how someone treats you, and then how you treat others affects the whole world.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I love that.
Right? So you have to be very mindful of who you're allowing in your space, your energetic space.
Yeah.
And also protecting yourself from...
I think it's super underrated, protection nowadays, like energetic protection.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
What do you do about it? I have this like crazy stuff of my own that I try to do, like when I leave the house, surround myself with this like space, like this bubble, so I can feel safe in my environment. Or I do the medical, like
share more.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
The energetic stuff, yeah, because we are as empaths and like sensitive and like we're open, right? We're all constantly open to stuff and people and things, so we're just leaving our energetic field quite open. So what we need to, and picking up on all kinds of stuff, right? It's like when I love this. My stepmother would say, Rebecca, can you imagine you go to a party and you're wearing like a white dress, and then at the party there's like all these people that are wearing black stuff and like throwing different colors at you. You're gonna pick it up all up on you, so your dress will no longer be white by the end of the night, right? It's the same thing with our energetic field. So we need to kind of close it up and be in our own space before we actually start allowing other energies to come in.
Also, it makes me feel a fire energy, triggered. So then I get in the masculine energy of rush, and it takes me out my delicate ease, feminine, of being centered and relaxed. So that's why the protection is super, super important. So you're not triggered.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling like calm, but if somebody triggered me, that fire is going to be out. That fire is going to be...
And then you're going to be more reactive, and then you're going to share that energy. Other people pick up on that as well, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it resonates negatively throughout other energetic fields in the world. Yeah.
The idea is that nobody's words and actions affect you.
Yeah.
Even if it's from a place of love, it could still trigger you. So what you need to do is protect that through energetic work, but also make yourself stronger that nothing can trigger you. And that's another topic, how to be unfuckable and confident with that. But it's always going to happen. You're going to be... The universe is always going to test you, and there's going to be people that question who you are, and you're gonna feel vulnerable
and hurt.
Yeah.
But it's important because that's how the universe is training you to be who you are,
To
right?
get stronger. Are you going to stay in your ground?
Mhm.
Do you have boundaries? Are you going to communicate those boundaries if
Yeah.
someone has disrespected you?
Have you really learned your lessons, right?
Yeah.
Have you really integrated those things?
Yeah.
So it's part of the process. So I'd say for me, two things is, just imagining that whatever it is for you, like a shape that protects you, that just our brain's so powerful. Just
Yeah.
imagining it will give you some sort of protection, right? So for me, it's like I do this with my fingers and I imagine this space that is my own space, and I walk around the city by just protected by this vehicle, like my my spatial spiritual car. And then a meditation, because meditation for me is what we talked about just before, not feeling affected so much by what others say. It allows you to better control your emotions, and then you take the time to look at the triggers and why you're feeling the emotions you're feeling, what was communicated to you that touch that sensitive spot right within you. But then you have the time to analyze it, whereas if you're reactive and you're just being affected by anything people say, you cannot take the time to look at those things. And then so meditation allows you to get that sense of like, you distance yourself from the situation and you analyze it beforehand. That's true.
I put myself in a gold spacesuit.
Oh,
I zip myself up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, especially if I'm going to places where there'll be lots of people that I don't know, like a networking event or a party or something.
Yeah.
I always close my eyes and imagine that I'm zipped in gold, basically.
I love it.
Gold, and I feel like glowing, but also like protected. And I feel it instantly.
Yeah,
Actually, like
it
magic.
is, right? It's like magic, for sure.
And then the next step is to be discerning about who you are let in near you and who you want to interact with.
Yeah, so simple
as that.
Yeah,
but
it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Like
in the beginning, it's not hard. Right. It is a challenging.
You need to be aware. You don't need to be talking to everybody, best friends with everybody. You don't need to be popular.
No.
You don't need to please anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to try to be seen. Those people that value you will see you for who you are.
Yeah.
And so you won't feel that protective resistance around the people that naturally love you.
I love that.
The boundary will come down
for those
people. Oh. But when you're around people that,
that have similar suits.
If you're around people that you feel that could be jealous or envious, then you need to like keep yourself protected. So
that is true.
You don't just let anyone into your electromagnetic field. That's what you are, more than a body.
Love it. It's an extension of you, so be aware of it.
So how can we summarize?
So back to first one would be,
again, it's like awareness.
Awareness. It's all back to awareness. Because if you're not aware, you cannot remind yourself that you have to shift certain things. So protecting yourself, imagining whatever it is that makes you go into your world and feel that you're safe in that space that is only yours before you even go out of the house. And then the meditation is always there. Doesn't matter what you do for what, it's always good for you, beneficial. And then I think what Reshma said, like, you don't need to follow certain rules. Like, you don't need to force yourself. Don't force yourself. Listen to yourself. Don't force yourself into doing that thing, talking to that person, putting yourself in that vulnerable situation. Just do it when you feel like slowly,
make discerning decisions about who you're meeting, where you're going.
Be more selective. Do your due diligence.